We've just completed 45 quests. That means we can unlock an extra weapon slot if we had 125 silver, which is more than exists in the universe. I do really want that extra weapon though, so we're going to play as our blue-skinned monkey with the banana ring. We're going to do that on tier 3. I do also like this character because he can move around the map really quickly with his jump. And that allows us to jump to all the shrines extra quick. We're going to take 11.2% duration because it was the rarest of all of those. And the Shady Gentleman, we'll see what he's selling. There is actually a toxic barrel right away. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Release toxic waste upon taking damage. But we will perhaps grab that eventually because that is just a rare one to find. Aside from that, we're leaping around the shrines. There's another Shady Gentleman over there. We're going to work around the entire map. This character is quick enough we can do that. We're going to take an extra 9% experience gain because we got a long ways to go, so that's going to be an extra few levels. I'm mostly going to ignore the enemies for now. They'll catch up to us anyway. We'll kill them when it's convenient. I don't feel like chasing them all down at this moment. Shrines are going to charge faster and we get rewards. That's actually a handy one potentially for later. The faster these shrines go anyways, the easier our time's going to be. It's always so calm and relaxed at the beginning. Quantity Tome is definitely a good one. I love the Quantity Tome. We're going to take more duration again. We might actually be able to get a good duration build, depending on what weapons we use, but the bananas I'm pretty sure are affected by duration. I need to remember that there's a microwave up there we need to use too. There's several things we maybe need to circle back to. We'll take 5.4% luck. Luck will play a factor into things. I just did a run while I was grinding with lots of luck. It didn't make as big of a difference as I had hoped, so we'll just hope for real life luck that overrides game luck. Should probably start to open the chests. Speaking of luck, I was hoping there would be a dramatic legendary. Moldy cheese I will actually take. I do like that a lot. Poison damage is quite good. There's 6.5% lifesteal. We'd like at least a little bit of lifesteal. Without that, it gets pretty hard. There's a magnet. I heard a chest drop, so now we're going to suck into things from everywhere. We're just going to take a quantity tome on that one. I don't want to use the refresh right now. I don't really want a sniper rifle. We'll just increase the banana ring for now. It's doing enough work for us currently. This one will be a rare. We got 27% chance to apply a stack of blood mark when hitting an enemy. We will hit the enemies a lot. I'm not sure what blood mark does, but it does something. I don't know if I want any of these, so I'm going to refresh. A poison flask could actually be good with this build now that I think about it. We're going to try the poison flask. And there's my attack speed tome. I'll also take that. This guy is actually selling legendaries. They're actually pretty cheap too. For only 193, we can get a lightning orb. That's going to hit and definitely stun enemies. Yeah, if we can stack some duration on this as well. These things are super annoying. But if we get some duration, the poison and stuff will last longer. There's also a magnet. We need to pick that up. I need to buy the legendary from this guy because I don't want to find him again. Maybe actually also damage tome then. So we got damage, attack speed, and cooldown. Those are 3 that I like. And then with the poison and stuff too, yeah, we could be shaping up for something pretty good. We're going to get started on the cooldown tome. That's a pretty good option. Still need a little bit more money. A lightning staff could be a nice one to fill this out actually. Let's try the lightning staff. The lightning staff is a bit of a wild card choice there. Hopefully it works out. But I think we got a pretty good foundation going, especially with our lightning orb legendary to begin. We'll try and save up some money and go back for the microwave that's in the corner so we can copy some of our items. For now, we're going to poison all of these idiots. Area of effect could be good too if we get a chance to upgrade it. Everything could be good though. Okay, Chunkham's here already. We're definitely poisoning Chunkham quite a lot already. Not crazy damage yet, but I have already stacked for damage yet. I've mostly just been bouncing around the map like an idiot. Upon taking damage, I don't really don't care about those. We'll actually increase our lightning staff. That's going to do extra bounces. There's 10% damage. This character does also get HP every time he levels up too. What is that thing? I have no idea what that was. It might have also just been something that I lightninged and didn't realize. We're going to upgrade the banana ring. We need to get the levels of our weapons up too. And we'll take an extra quantity here. So we're flowing more poison flasks and more bananas. There's an epic banana ring. We're actually going to take that just for that damage boost. We're throwing a lot of bananas out there now. We should be coming up to a swarm, so I'm glad we have the 3 weapons by now. Without those, the swarms can actually get pretty intense. Poison flask is going up to 1.5 damage. That's actually a 50% increase. So with the amount of blast we'll throw out, it might end up being a bit of a poison damage build. Greedily touching a shrine in the middle of the swarm. This should be fine. 5.4% crit chance. That's actually going to add quite a bit of damage too. If we can get even just a little bit of crit chance, which we will, it'll be a big help. Another Shady Gentleman to buy something from. I'm going to take 8% XP gain. We're still pretty early on, obviously, so lots of XP. And there's the boss portal right beside us. 10% crit chance is actually pretty nice. That's also going to help us quite a bit with our damage. I've more or less circled the map. There's a little bit of area over here we haven't really touched yet. We will summon the challenge idiots, though. We should be able to poison and lightning them away pretty promptly. Couple more. Whoops. Well, there's going to be some fall damage there, but not too much. Nothing the lifesteal won't fix, so I think we're about to get hit again. Curse an enemy, 30% of their max HP every so often. Okay, well there's also a free chest there and a nuke. This will clean things up for a second. There's a blue skeleton I can't be bothered to chase down over there. 10% movement speed is actually nice, just to get us around the maps quick with all these shrines that are everywhere. There's also a magnet shrine up there we want to touch. Luck is also good. Everything's so good. It's just so good for my dopamine. I'm going to take an extra projectile there. That means more poison flasks, more bananas, more everything. There's also a shrine there I entirely missed. I'm going to do my lightning staff right there. And we're going to do probably quantity tome again. More quantities again. Wow, we really had a lot of experience sitting around. Quantity tome again. Lot more quantities. We'll take damage here. That's just a raw whoops, didn't mean to click on that. Okay, that's fine. I really only want damage upgrades for the things. You think I'd learn something at some point, but I never seem to. We're going to take actually 10% speed. I just want a little bit more out of my bananas and poison flasks. An Easter Island head hiding here. Max HP could go up. Let's take 10% chance to open chests for free. Our max HP is going to go up anyways we level up. I'm also saving up quite a bit of gold I haven't spent yet. I do want to spend some of it on our microwave. Another 8.1% XP gain. We definitely need to stay leveling up. There's so many people selling stuff on this one. Release toxic waste upon hitting enemies. I don't know if our poison damage stacks onto that one or not, but I do enjoy poisoning things a great deal. Okay, that was essentially the whole map circle because we're back to this guy who we saw earlier. There's another toxic barrel actually. So if we get hit, we unlock 2 toxic barrels. Chests are only $72 still. We've opened so very few of these. 15% more gold. So we're actually getting quite a bit of extra gold. We'll touch this because we're not coming back to this area again. Trying to save some money for my microwave as well too. We'll take attack speed. That's another 8% there. Plus 7.5% luck. We're actually getting lots of really nice just random upgrades. We'll take damage here. We need more damage. There's a blue skeleton that we just absolutely obliterated. We'll take projectile count. Then we're going to do... Where's all our damage? Banana ring can go up in damage. We need to keep it going up. I'm actually going to do moldy cheese here. I'm hoping with what's going to be all of our attack speed and projectiles, we can mass poison things and then flee. There's also a gold rupee over there that's really standing out to me. Against a dark green background, I can't help but look at it. That thing's done, so we got a big chance to poison. That's going to be good against bosses and elites. I missed a few shrines over here. Good thing I came back. Damage feels pretty good so far. We've killed 1,300 morons. That's a legendary thorns upgrade. I just really don't like thorns. Armor is probably a better choice here. I've also frozen everyone. Yet hilariously doesn't stop them from spawning in, but we can sit here and bully these guys. Yeah, we melted the little challenge guys. Oh, there's more actually. We'll get them too. I didn't even realize we're in the middle of a swarm still technically. For my challenge, we got 25 more HP, and that's fine. If we find that one epic item, we'll get damage per 100 HP. There's a chest. I heard it. 10% damage. 10% damage is 10% damage. That's going to add up on everything. There's another boombox there. I clearly didn't go around the center of the map very well. We're going to take a little bit of shield. I'm not sure if that acts directly as extra health or not, but we just got that achievement finally, hitting all the boomboxes on the map. There's a stone golem. Time to see how our poison's doing. Poison seems quite adequate. And our movement speed's pretty good. We can just run away. We're going to poison and run. There's another moldy cheese. So we know of 5 of those already, which is lots of poison. And 5% more movement speed there. Won't say no to that. Poison flask is going from 1.5 to 2 base damage. That's a 33% increase. Wow, there's 4 shrines here I missed. Yeah, I didn't go through the middle earlier. I clearly went around the edge. I do need to grab these quickly and get to the boss thing though. Not before my banana ring goes up to 19 damage. Plus another 13% damage on top of that for all of my weapons. 8.6% size. The bananas are going to get pretty big. Poison blasts I don't care about. That's more so for individual damage. There's the bush. 6.5% lifesteal is a big one. I don't really have time to fight the bush. I kind of do, but I don't know if I want to risk it. We got a pretty good run going. 6.5% lifesteal. Gonna get greedy and grab these 2 for some reason. And the chest along the way. Sometimes you feel one and it's gonna be lucky. Opening chest is 2.5% damage. That's actually a really big one. If you can find 2 or 3 of those to start your run, you could really just get a lot of damage from opening chests. We got about a minute left to defeat the boss. I also got a movement speed shrine. Okay, little bark is here. The poison damage is stacking up quickly. And our focus wasn't even on them. Alright, well, they're poisoned to death, so as long as we don't die, they're gonna melt. Well, that's a pretty good sign. For these, we probably want to just do attack speed then. 10% chance to open chests for free. I won't say no to those. After you kill the boss, it acts as a magnet too, so you just absorb it all. Lightning is going to go up here. 7 to 9.4. That's actually a really big difference there. Same with the banana ring. 18.6 to 21.4. Banana ring again, 21 to 23 and a half, we'll call it. It's crazy how much we leave behind out there. We're going to take this damage one instead, 1.32 to 1.4. Then another 8% attack speed, since a lot of our damage does come from poison. I'm not going to hang out here a really long time. Because as I've learned from this game, you can be thriving, then one thing can touch you and you're instantly dead. But we do need to get a little bit greedy here because I need silver. We have 78 currently. We'll get a little more if we linger here. It's probably good if we save our money for the next area. We'll have more luck the deeper we go. The more chests we open with, the more luck, the better upgrades we get. This is a good sign though. These idiots can't really get that close to me. There's an extra 20% on the poison flask, the speed. I don't know if I actually care about any of those. I'd actually rather just get the banana ring or refresh entirely. Yeah, we'll save the refresh. We'll need that somewhere else. I don't have to poison a whole bunch of things at once, I think. I think the bananas will mostly clear out the smaller stuff. Okay, this is starting to get intense, so we're about to enter the portal. We're up to 80 silver coins, so I think that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna get out of there. Now we're in the purple forest. What's up there? Nothing? Alright, so we're going to go visit the weirdo who's selling stuff and just hop our way around the woods again. Same sort of strategy. This is fun. Create a moldy poison cloud upon hitting an enemy. The gloves are covered in a moist sticky. So we're going to cause more poison from hitting idiots. Even more. There's also a moldy cheese here. Even more poison chances stacks. The poison will really add up. I really shouldn't hit this Magnus Shrine yet, but I'm going to because I don't think I'm coming back this area again if I can help it. Also going to open a few chests while we're at it. 10% damage. We're already at 22 times. What did I just say? We're at 2.2 times. Wishful thinking. We might get up to 22 times if we're extremely lucky. Oh, we got an epic out of this. Hopefully it's the one for HP for... Nope. We will get thorns for armor. We're also going to get some armor. I won't say no to armor. There's also a magnet on the ground over there. What do we want here? These are all really good. I'm going to take 9% crit chance there. That's going to put us up to about 25%. So 1 in 4 hits will be a crit for double damage. That will hopefully help chunk the enemies away. There's a second curse doll. So if we curse enemies, they lose big HP. There's another weirdo selling stuff. We're getting so many of those salesmen here. We're going to take an extra 13% crit damage. That's could actually be pretty big. On the damage plus the crit multiplier. Gotta walk all the way over there before going back that way. We'll take size here because we can increase attack speed with our tomes. Good thing it came over here. There's a free chest over there. There's also 2.5 damage, 2.5% per chest. So we definitely got to focus on opening chests. There's damage as well. This build feels pretty strong considering it's weapons that I don't know much about, but they seem good. There's 10% damage plus a 2.5 for opening the chest. There's a blue skeleton. I think we got him. Lightning staff can get a 1.4 extra bounces plus extra damage. The poison flasks are going to get extra damage as well. We're going to throw a damage test on the spawns here. Okay, they melted pretty quick from poison. Survivability in the swarms might be a problem. I don't think we want elite spawn increases. Maybe they get you more experience, so maybe we do want that. Instead, I'm going to take jump height because I'm not sure if elite spawn's actually beneficial to us or not. This will be an epic. We do enjoy epics. 33% more damage while airborne. That's actually good. That's a lot of extra damage, and we jump a lot with this build. Like, we can jump and poison this guy. So 60,000 HP for him is actually very little, it seems like. Okay, that's a good sign. We're doing tons of poisoning. Gotta remember, poison damage in the air. Extra HP will absolutely take. That will save us from some of our bad choices. Ooh, we did get an epic. I really want the one that's damage for HP. Nope. Upon taking damage, poison all nearby enemies. I think we have 3 of those now, don't we? Somewhere at the bottom. Yeah, we got 3 of those. Let's take more lifesteal. When in doubt, our attack speed will hopefully save us with some lifesteal. Another salesman. Another moldy cheese. At some point, does this get stupid to have that much? We got 7 moldy cheeses. We're just mass poisoners. It'll be good for bosses. We are about to fight a swarm. That's going to be a tricky one. We'll see how strong we are. Okay, we now summon ghosts if we use an interactable. There's 2 free chests down below. Okay, we're going to hang out right here. I'm going to try to fight the swarm up here if I can. I think I have a little more maneuverability up top. I'm actually going to take 5.4 armor here. The damage is tempting, but we're able to stack damage with our tomes anyway. So it would be nice to not feel like every enemy is going to one-shot us. Oh, I got to remember to jump. Jumping is damage. We can still hit everything from the air because our attacks are auto-aiming. This swarm feels pretty easy so far. We're maybe early in it. Have to maneuver a little bit, get up here, jump over them. Airborne damage. Poison flask, a little more damage there. It'll be interesting at the end of this run to see where all of our damage does come from. There's also a nuke on the ground. We'll touch that. It would be nice if there was a magnet. Red gem. Wonder how much that's worth. On one like this, we're definitely just gonna do extra projectile quantity. Don't really need that. That's just a nice damage upgrade. We'll take that. It actually seems like we're reasonably balanced for once. There's another chest, plus another chest will be a 5% damage increase, plus 8% attack speed. And whatever happens to be hiding in this gem, 10% damage again. Okay, that's perfectly good. Another free chest. What a little cluster of those. That was 7.5% extra damage just in those. It's a legendary too. Fantastic. Upon taking damage, it will kill you, freeze time, breaks after one use. Okay. That'll save us from a bad decision. Once that happens, we got to be sure to play good. And look at what's ahead of us. There's another free chest, a whole bunch of shrines. There's a magnet shrine. I just love everything it gives us. 5.4% armor. Damage feels pretty good, so we're trying to get at least a little bit of actual survivability. Out of all of these, probably XP gain, believe it or not. I don't know if that's the right choice at this point, but level ups are going to get harder and harder. The next free chest is going to give us, upon taking damage, we shock enemies. Don't really care about that. That would be good for like a Thorns or Tank build. There's two Sex Shrines right here. This time we're going to take just more raw damage. Easter Island Head is going to give us a refresh. Then we're going to take 10% damage. That's a big damage upgrade there. We'll take that. We're also going to open up another chest, and then we're about to open a shrine. 8% attack speed, so much dopamine everywhere. We'll take attack speed there. Another about 10% attack speed there. We're going to take 10.8% damage to elites. I'm hoping bosses are included in that. I don't think I'm coming back here, so we're just going to grab the magnet shrine. The boss thing is right here in the corner as well. It's always good to get that, because sometimes I get a little caught up looting and forget to find that. That's a lot of extra crit damage, actually. The crit chance is 25%, so I'm actually going to take that. The crits will proc, and those should chunk away pretty good. There's another quantity tome. So we're doing 8. Ooh, Dragonfire. 15% chance to summon Dragonfire when hitting enemies. Absolutely. That'll be good for bosses too. There's more crit damage. We do have 25% crits, so 15% more damage to bosses and elites. Absolutely. That will come in handy. 6.5% crit chance actually puts us up to just about 33%. So 1 in 3 hits is a crit. And that's big damage. My crit damage is actually almost 3 times. So crits could actually start to be a very good thing. Charging a charge shrine will turn it into a healing zone. Also spawn 2 extra charge shrines for future stages. Sure. We got the movement speed to grab a lot of different shrines, so we might as well utilize that sort of thing. Chests now cost 952 to open. Wow, this is a big empty spot compared to where we just were. We were in Shrine Land and now they're very sparse. Well, there's a cluster of shrines down over here. We'll take advantage of those. 7.5% evasion. Knockback could actually be good too. I'm going to get the knockback because we might be able to knock them back with our bananas. And if they're poisoned, they can just get knocked back endlessly and die. We also got a swarm incoming. I got to be careful how I play this. Another 6.5% armor. I'm going to go airborne as much as I can for extra damage. I'm also going to get really greedy and take this. 1.3 extra jumps I will take. So far the swarm actually isn't that intimidating. We do need to catch up on some other things. We are going to take damage. Oh, a magnet. We'll definitely take that. Then we're going to sort of hop around the swarm or something. That's a big quantity. So we're going to fire even more of everything. Got to remember to jump. We do 1/3 more damage in the air. That's a big cooldown. Yeah, attack speed 12% faster. Yeah, that's where this one can't actually get anywhere close to us. That's a really, really good sign. I'm going to go just a little bit this way, then head towards the boss. We got 2 minutes left. Blue skeleton, dead. I wish there was like a live readout of where my damage was coming from. We'll take a rare banana ring. That's going to give it more damage. I know the bananas are quite good. That's why I picked this character. 8% XP gain. I think we probably got most of, if not all, the shrines so far. We'll head for the boss. Ooh, not before fighting Chunkam the Terrible. We'll get airborne so we do that extra damage. He's going down quick, and he has 175,000 HP. Opening chest will now give us an additional 2.5%, so I think we have 2 of those. We'll get 5% damage per chest. Speaking of chest, I can open another one. This will give us 20% damage. We lose 5% max HP. That's fine. Our damage is 5.5 times, and if we take that, it's 6.3 times. And our crit damage is 3 times that. So we're getting like 18 times damage on crits, which might be why things are melting as much as they are. This isn't a great spot for fighting the boss in the corner. Chad Bark with 626,000 HP. We'll get some poison going on Chad Bark though pretty quick. And if we're airborne, yeah, he's already lost 40% of his HP. Yeah, it'll be fun at the end of this to see where the damage comes from. The bananas are obviously chunking, but so is the poison in behind. More attack speed. Let's get those poison stacks and damage going out there quicker. There we go. Boss is dead. HP regen 45. Wow. Silver has jumped up to 95 though. That's getting up there. For all of these, I'm going to take an extra projectile. The super swarm is coming. So we are going to watch that. Big damage increase. I'm actually going to increase the size of the banana ring and projectile speed. Oh, there's a bush right there too. I didn't see that. I don't know if I want to summon that. He might kill me instantly. I don't know how strong he is on this map, but no, I'll kill some of these baby ghosts and try and get a few more silver. I'm also going to get greedy and open the chest right here. It's going to give us even more damage. More ghosts. Well, the ghosts do actually seem to help somewhat. Like if we open even in those little flask things on the ground, it summons a ghost. All right, coming up to the 1 minute mark, we're not going to push our luck. We're going to leave. Now we're in the cursed red forest. Trying to choose a plan of attack. We're in the center, so we'll just go for whatever shrine's close. Ooh, this is a good one. 10% more crit chance. So that'll put us all the way up to 41%. So every one in about 2.5 will be a crit for big damage. I also see a microwave down there. I want that. We're going to take a power multiplier here, believe it or not. That was a big jump. Did not mean to do that. We can cling the wall. High level plays. Another shrine here. Oh, there's 2 microwaves right here. That's interesting. We're going to take duration. That's going to help poison things longer. Microwaves are going to be my friend for a second, because this one is crit chance and we can microwave that 2 times. It actually gets really expensive to use suddenly. We'll circle back to this area, but basically crit chance is now jumped up to 61%, and if I can use the rest of those microwaves, it's going to be a lot of crit chance. I found the boss shrine also right over there. I'm going to take damage at this point. We might as well let that damage multiplier add up, because the damage is at 7.5% with 3 times crits. Max HP can also go up by 25. We do need a little bit of survivability. I need that to register on my mini-map over here. Yep, now we can always have our way back to it. I like how much more open this one feels. I feel like I'm not going to get cornered so easily. Chunk M's here already. That's actually really good. Earn money by moving around. Okay, I'm quite mobile, so... Oh, this Chunk M's got 600,000 HP. Which is going down pretty quick. Real quick. Yeah, okay. The marker whatever seems to be doing something too. He hits really hard, so I don't want to touch him again. But he's dead. And then our damage goes up a lot. Increase evasion by 15%? Absolutely. I probably could have been having way more success on all my runs had I actually been getting things like evasion or armor. But where's the fun in that? I just want to kill things just like that. Poison Flask is just going to get a straight up... Actually, that's like a almost 20% damage increase. I assume Poison can crit. This will be an epic. Is it the HP for damage? It is. So our damage just went up a lot again. Damage is now 9.9 times, 10 times damage. Most of them are crits for 3 times that. So a lot of ours are 30 times damage. I want to see how much bigger I can make that. Well, we added another 10% damage on top of that. To begin, we'll take an extra 7% evasion there too, so I think we're actually getting reasonably tough. Blue Monkey is Tough Monkey. This is another elite spawn. I think we're probably just going to absolutely destroy them. 10% chance to open chests for free? Yes. They're getting expensive, so even 1 or 2 free ones will make a really big difference. I hear a chest to my left as well. I didn't realize the swarm was starting. That's how strong we're getting that I don't have to pay attention. Those are almost famous last words. The wrench is going to give us better rewards, and shrines are going to charge faster. Yeah, I'm not at all worried about this swarm. Our damage is getting pretty good. We do 33% more in the air. I got to remember that. Yeah, I've never had a build this strong. 6.5% crit chance. Yes. Also going to freeze them all and then go take a little walk. There'll be a magnet shrine out here somewhere. 446 until the boss. I got to remember that. The boss is probably quite strong. Evasion. So we want to have some time to fight him. Another one of these. I do need to make my way back to the microwaves too. 12.9% damage. That will translate into our beautiful critical hits. There's so much stuff everywhere. I gotta remember just to beeline for the shrines and stop sitting around killing things. 10.8% knockback. I don't know if the knockbacks are making much of a difference for us. I assume it has. Slurp gloves. That could actually be good for healing if we can hit things hard, because some of our hits, their crits are going to be pretty big. And if they're big, that's going to heal us for a lot. 1.3 times projectile count, or an extra 1.3 rather. I got a swarm incoming, so this one might actually be pretty hard given how far in it is. We got to pay a little bit of attention. Or maybe we don't actually. Yeah, it seems like we don't. I can just sort of hang out here. That one kind of touched me. Kind of. Normally this swarm is like an obliterator. But we're the obliterator now, sort of. Okay, this is getting scary now. I lost my shield. We're gonna hop around and not be stupid. Extra damage. And I think this swarm is about cooked. Completely, utterly destroyed. And we're coming up to the 3-minute mark. We'll take 1.7 more projectiles. That's actually huge. We'll do another challenge spawn. It's a bunch of little slimes that basically disappeared as soon as they spawned. We're going to take more attack speed, and apparently we got another one of these. Big damage for the lightning staff. That's only level 5 actually. I kind of want to level that up too. The lightning staff might be falling behind. We got to make sure we're keeping up on these things. Poison blast going up. It's a shame I don't know what's doing all the damage. More damage up here. Okay, apparently we picked up a magnet thing because we're sucking in everything. This will take extra poison flask. This one will take extra poison flask. This one will take cooldown speed. Oh, that wasn't actually, that wasn't even a magnet. I don't know what we just did to level up that many times. Our damage is now 12.5 times. And we got more luck. Oh, and a money thing. Oh, a stone golem. Yeah, this would be good. 1.8 million HP. Oh yeah, we get a jump. Extra damage if we're airborne. Oh yeah, 1.8 million's going down quick. Lightning staff, I want to level up for those extra bounces in size. Let's do that again. Make sure the lightning staff is also helping us out. I think it maybe has more range than our other weapons. Oh yeah, we just melted the 1.8 million HP golem. Yeah, that's super easy. More ghosts. I was actually going to banish that earlier, but I figured there was no way we'd actually get that again. And then we got that again. Okay, I get a speed thing. I'm actually going to head sort of back this way because this is where the microwaves were. I want to get back to those and try and use them because we saved up over 5,000 gold. I see one microwave there. I'm so distractible though. 7.5% armor because there's an Easter Island head up here. That's just a free thing to go and grab real quick. Unless we already grabbed it. There is a free chest though. That's an extra 5% damage. I can't help it. I do need to head for the boss though actually because 2 minutes is not a long time for a hard enemy. Another max HP that put us over 415, so that was actually a damage increase also. Now that I think about it, this boss in tier 3 I think is actually a teleporter. It's going to take me to a new area so we don't have to fight it here. Which one do we want? I think actually if I use this we're going to cancel out 20% damage anyway. So we're going to take the spiky shield, but that's going to give us quite a bit of armor. And armor is obviously safety. Microwave time, we're gonna do the crit chance and the crit chance again and the crit chance again. I'm pretty sure the boss here, like we teleport to the boss if I remember that correctly. We're also gonna do a quick spawn for some elites who are instantly dead. Our crit chance is now 98%. We're doing basically 3 times 13 damage, and opening chest is going to give us even more damage. So let's add just a 10% more damage here, and that thing broke. We'll open up a chest or two. Chest costs almost 2,000 gold. Okay, it's the final minute. We're going to open a chest. That's going to give us, I think, 7.5% more damage, plus more evasion. So damage is up to 14.3, 14.7. We have 15 times damage, and like every hit is a crit. Fight final boss. Yes. Now we get to see if our poison damage is going to work. He's got 7.8 million HP, but we destroyed something that had about a quarter of that. It took very little time. Hello? Why are we not hitting him? He hit us there. Hello? Poison damage work? I think it's working. Yeah, there we go. Melting. Absolutely going down. 6 million HP. Right, he does some other things. Oh yeah, we gotta go touch those shrines. While also not dying. He's hitting us very hard. I don't know what that thing is. I know what that is though. That hurt. Okay, we gotta stay away from all his damage. Wow, this is actually quite hard. Avoid the damage. Okay, I got 2 of his things down. Oh, he's healing from that. I don't know if I can hit him while that's on. And my life still doesn't work if I can't hit him. Wow, that hurt. Wow. Wait, what is that? What's happening? How do I get rid of that? Can you not? Everything's going to plan. This thing will go down. Oh, I get some life off these guys. Life steal away. My shield's back too. Okay, Bark Vader is 7 million HP left. Whoops. I gotta get the poison damage back on him though. If I get start poisoning him, he'll melt away. Wow. Wow. I didn't realize he had so many. I figured it'd just be like a brute force attack. I didn't know he could hit me with so many different things. I think my lightning will keep hitting him too, no matter how close we are, so that will keep some of our lifesteal and poison damage going. If we could just get consistent damage on him, it goes down quick. Like he's at 4 million damage. Okay, back to this annoying part. I'm not really sure if there's a strategy for avoiding the blue orbs. I can tell you they're super annoying though. I don't know what happens if I go off the edge. I might actually die. One of the things is broken, so is my shield. Good, to try and keep a nice healthy distance from everything. Ow, okay, that's that thing again. Got it, good. Yep, super easy so far. Don't get hit by that. I would love to get this one done. We're gonna run. He gets so much HP back. He's back up to 5 million. I wish I had like a faster shrine charge thing now. I never get that though because I don't like it. But now I can appreciate why it exists. Ow. Ow, wait, am I stunned? What is this? This one I'm hoping I can sort of... Whoops. Well, that's not great. This is trouble. Yep, this is not great. Okay. Oh, pylon stopped. Okay, we got it. Yeah, I'm gonna use these guys for some heals, hopefully. Yeah, health is back. Back to Bark Vader. I really just gotta focus my damage on Bark Vader. We're also spewing poison out because we got hit. Yeah, if we get more damage on him, hopefully, we gotta kill him before he does the pylon thing again. We might be able to if we stay real close and try and dodge most of his damage. So far so good. Yeah, actually, his HP is real dropping. Oh, it sucks the poison goes away when he does the pylons. We might be dead here, actually. This is really tough to avoid all this. I can't figure out how those things move. They like jolt towards you. And I'm always facing towards the pylon, so it's really hard to see what's flying at me. I don't know if that hit us or not. Shield might have eaten that one. Okay, so you can definitely hide behind the pylon for some of those. Good. Jump, jump, jump. We gotta jump away. I'm starting to get the hang of it though. If I get this one quickly, we might be able to finish him off on this one. Okay, we're gonna try and not take too much damage. Yep, don't get hit by that, don't get hit by that. Okay, this is good. I think he's only got 3.7 million HP. So we'll stay nice and close and poison away. If we had any less damage though, this would be such like a stupidly hard fight. It's already not super easy. He almost killed this several times. But I'm just glad we have the amount of damage we do. The poison maybe isn't good for the final boss either, because obviously he can like cleanse himself with the pylon trick. So kill a final boss in tier 3. Yes, it's done. We unlocked Sir Chadwell maybe, and hopefully we got a lot of silver. And the final swarm is incoming. A chance to get more silver. We only have 112. I was hoping we get a lot more for this. Wait, did one of them just drop a chest? They did. More damage. I didn't think we'd get any more drops. Jump higher and further. Okay. That could be good and bad. The extra high jumping was kind of working against me on the boss. I guess I should leave here when it starts getting tough though too. I don't want to sit here until we die. Because we might not get the bonus. I'll just sit here in my swarm of bananas, living my best life. Okay, the darker one should start to show up. I do want to see how hard they're going to hit me. I don't love this though. I have such a bad association with those because they absolutely destroy me. I'm worried they're going to bump me away from the portal, and then I'm going to be boned. But right now my ring of bananas is protecting me like a shield. I'm only going to get away with this for so long though. This was a very strong build. It absolutely was enough for the boss, which obviously isn't an easy fight. I'm getting greedy now. I do sort of want more of the silver. These guys can't touch me, but I'm worried like if they all break through that, they will be able to touch me and then they'll kill me. Apparently we did this. Okay, well, we'll take more quantity, I guess. Even more bananas protecting us. We're currently in normal difficulty. I don't know how high these go, but I assume it's like Risk of Rain, where it's just endlessly going to get stronger until it's ridiculous. Survived the final swarm for 2 minutes. We got an achievement for that. We're into hard. And the more of those things we do, the more unlocks we're going to get. Okay, they bumped me there. I didn't move. That wasn't me. The game's also starting to lag. They spawn in. They did bump me there too. I'm going to take Better Lightning Staff, Damage Tome. I don't know what happened here, but we got a bunch of stuff. Attack speed. Well, I'm glad I didn't leave. Oh, there goes my shield. Maybe I spoke too soon. Quantity tome. Quantity tome. I'm going to leave as soon as I can. I don't know. I think I need at least... I don't know if I can die there. I think for this to count, I need to at least do this. We got top 10% of players for that. So that's not the worst. Oh, but 69 silver. That's the best. Also, DPS-wise, the banana ring was the best of my weapons. Poison was not as good as the banana ring, but Dragonfire was actually far and away the most. Poison Flask down here wasn't actually much, but I assume poison came from the Poison Flask. Most importantly, I got my extra weapon slot, 125 silver. We'll get a little bit more silver for all the quests we finished too, and that's good because we spent like all of our silver just there.